Hi, video journal for today, 14th June 2021. Let me clean up this chart. Alright. So, yesterday I was saying, um, I shorted a little bit under here, somewhere here, and I was underwater and I was looking to mitigate should we dump from here, right? So, today as we were coming up, we formed these highs. This was a resistance area. Sure. Let me go to, I think it was 2 hour. All right. So yeah, and we're in this resistance. Let's go to 10 minutes. All right, even 5. So yeah, we're in this resistance area, going up and down. Made these highs, came down, went up, came down, broke market structure here. So I was looking to add to my short from yesterday so I can get my entry up and then dump it here. I wasn't looking for my just looking to get out of position. So I was on a 5 minutes. Yeah, wanted to short this last candle. Right. I had my fib in the candle and then had a big size just at the mid range. Going to mitigate and then dump when we came down. Unfortunately, I missed it by $14 and then we came back down. So when I wanted to short, I still wanted to get out. So when we were here, refused to dump, and then started coming back up, right? I I think I shorted somewhere here instead because I went down to the 3 minutes or 2 minutes or so. Let me see. Yeah, somewhere here, or maybe 1 minute. Yeah, I had this mind to wait and short here instead, but then I shorted somewhere here instead. And then I finally put a stop here, right? But if you on my feed, Twitter feed today, you realize I said that if we're using conditional orders on Bybit, that's limit orders, conditional limit orders on Bybit, you're likely not to get the fill. So yeah, I used the conditional stop, right? And price just went through it. I didn't trigger, I didn't get the fill, it just went straight up, right? So I had to manually cut for a loss here today. And then price went up. I think I left the screen for a bit. Price went up. I wasn't watching. So if I had been watching, let me see what I would have gotten. Right? Because we're still out. We came into this whole area has a lot of supply. So we came into resistance here and then made this high, took out the high, down broke market structure. No, actually, this wouldn't have been a good. I think I wouldn't be able to because no, yeah. So yeah, good I didn't watch it because this was really quick. Just dump straight. It's not a trade I think I'll catch. Okay, so fast forward, we came down, and so this is what I was looking at. So this is the play I look at when I'm assuming we are going to continue going up, right? Let's go to the daily, so I show you what I mean. Auto chart, yeah. So we've had level, this level acting as resistance for days. I think for a week, week or so, and we just happen to break through it. Now, this is what happens on the low time frames when we're actually breaking through a daily level I have observed, right? Usually during the day on the hourly chart, price will come to the level and then consolidate just beneath it, like yeah, stand here, and then it will break it finally, pull back, and then make a low just like a stand here, right? I mean, make a low here, so consolidation below, just a low, and then move back up. This is what happens with price all the time. The way I trade this is that I expect price to move back. I mean, go up. If it's bullish, it won't come back to retest the level the next day. It will just chop around, okay, and then maybe a day or two, pull back, take out this low, and then go back up. So this is how I usually trade this out. My orders will be here just at the low. I mean, I want a sniper's entry, and then my stop goes yeah below the block, and then we go up. I mean, it's something BTC does. We can go back to, let's go still to the daily. I just want to show you some cases where it happened. Let's say, let's go to, when we're coming up here. This is my favorite. So 16K. It's unfortunate the Bible chart doesn't go back, but 16K was support. If you notice, we traded up to it. If you go to six, I remember I'll show you 16K and then 14K. So 16K, I think, was on the 2 hour. The logo taking on the 2 hour. So yeah. So if you look on Bybit, BitMEX or those charts with historical, and Bybit wasn't around when we went to 20. So this is what happens. All right. The low 16K was I think weekly resistance. So the low price came in, chop around the level itself, we broke through, and then made a low, and then we went up, traded high, and then dumped. And look at how it took out the low. Price is 16,200.5. We traded the low of this was 16,200, just a point 0.5. So if you had your bets at 200.5 and you got filled, you snipped the absolute bottom. So this is how I catch bottoms. Same thing at here, 14K level, 14.3 was support. I can't go back because this is private. We consolidated beneath the level, went up, put in this low at the level, went. This low is what 14,379. We traded this down to what 14,373.5. Bottom entry, right? So I take note of these levels. So I can show you more, even at 10K. 10K, I think I can show you, yeah, here, what we did here. See, daily level. I think at that time we were all looking to buy into this demand, right? But I remember I had bits here waiting to catch this one we were dumping. I had bits here. I mean, YOLOing on bits here. And then this is what price did to us. With all this consolidation, um, the weekly level was here. Yeah, yeah. Weekly level was here. If you go down to the 12 hour, so we broke out of the level. There was this consolidation below the level. Then there was this 12-hour low set here, right? And after we formed the inverse headers and shoulders, see what we did. Level was 9848. The low of this dump was 9821, bottom entry, right? So if you trade this way, you're likely to catch bottoms all day long. You get it? You get my point. All right. So same thing I had in mind. Only this time I didn't want price to leave me go make a high and then wait for the throwback. And then before I enter a position, I wanted to catch this consolidation going up. So had this level marked, right? And I was watching consolidation at the level all day, chopping around the level, waiting for the low to put in, right? But I had a box instead. Let's see. So 12. Yeah. So I had a rectangle instead. Alright, and I was looking at this on the low time frames, and yeah, we traded here and then made this bounce. Now, what I did was I went all the way to the 2 minutes because, and this is a first mistake I need to take note of because of the fear of missing out. Because I mean, there are several times when I'm looking at a level that price came down, and then I mean, I was expecting it to fully trade into the level, and then wow, I did just watch the 2 minutes and noticed that price just went away from you at that level, right? So I was watching this 2 minutes, came here, and I was like, okay, maybe this may be the low because the 2 hour, I was looking at the 2 hour, so like, okay, this looks like a low, forming a low here, not coming close to this, and then leaving a gap. So that would be perfect if we went up. There's a fair value gap here to be filled by price. Like price has a reason to go consolidate and then come back and retest. So I was eager to get into position, and then I decided to go long here. Um, Took my Fib tool out and then decided to go long here. Now the play was supposed to be long here and then keep my stop here. This is why I say shorting Bitcoin is a lot more easier than a long game. Because I mean with shorting, you know the level and you just short. For longing, there are so many levels. I mean, price will front run a lot of levels, and then when it's coming back, you don't know exactly where to catch. Right. So initially, I had my bits here. I had one at let me call it a range high, and then one at the EQ here. Got both filled, went up a bit. But good thing because of the levels, I wasn't quite sure. Because I mean, aside the 2 minutes, I was also looking at 10 minutes and postulating. Okay, um, this was. Sorry, let's go to the 5 minutes. Okay, this was a fair bit of resistance before we broke up. So this was the last, and I was considering, okay, this is the last bit of resistance before we went up. So who used to say this won't be the level that is tested. And then also there was this level, like okay, this was also some resistance. So who knows? Price might cut through this level and then wanted to test this one that kept this down before it moves up. Then there's also this block of resistance here, which like is the last one before we started moving up, right? You get my point. So I wasn't quite sure which level to choose, and plus I was already long. I mean, I don't want to be the guy who's waiting here with bits. I mean, this looks like like if I wanted to wait a long here, I'd just go put my bits here and then keep my stuff below there. All right. Yeah. And I would have sniped the bottom. So I think this video will let you know if you have consolidations like this. I think the next time I won't fall more into longing here or here or here. I'd actually look for the absolutely last resistance block, right, to go long at. But then again, I mean, someone can argue, okay, what about like this? Not so much, you know? Trading isn't easy. So yeah, as you can see, so I long here. I decided to keep my stop here, right, at the bottom, and then long from here. It was uncomfortable because we kept dumping, we kept dumping, we kept dumping. Then finally rebounds from here, right? So I am currently in the long. I was expecting that. I mean, we'll move fast at least into this last resistance block here. I actually think we'll go to 42, but I mean, I just want to take initial profits. So I mean, somewhere here, okay, and then I'll see. Probably if we overtake this, I'll look for a retrace. Another dilemma. I don't know if it'll come all the way down, and it's probably I'll take 75% off when we get here, and then I'll leave the 5% to run if we go to 42. If I get an entry, a good entry, that's fine. If not, I'll just let the 25% run if we're going to go to 42. Okay, so think this sums up my day. This one is a long video. Um, for future reports, so you know how to deal with price when it comes. Okay, so yeah, I'm long. I'm in a long. My stop is already in profit, just in case we dump back. If not, I'll take 75% around. I don't think it's 800. I think it's 700 somewhere. Yeah. Peace out. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Before I go, say let me delete this, guys. And just show you plans. What we're gonna do. We're actually looking to long a sweep of. Why am I even doing this? Where's the objective? All right. So the plan is we are looking at this daily level, and we actually want to long this if it comes. We actually want to long this